Here we go! If you press the square button in mid-jump, you can stomp on bad guys. You can use that stomp attack to take care of any obstacles on the ground, too. Piece of cake! Here we go!
Immediately upon the level starting, we enter a vehicle, and this snowmobile does control quite differently from Sonic. We have to point the nose really hard in the direction we want to turn. And I mean really hard. It is not nearly as nimble as Sonic is. You have to force it. If you hit that final boost pad, you should be in the perfect position to get these two ring patches right here, which will level up our boost twice. This is important because we want to level up our boost as much as physically possible while we're in the snowmobile. After we land right here, we want to wait a moment for these chunks of ice to appear, because if we boost too early, then we'll run into the chunks of ice, and that will waste a lot of time and we won't get our S rank. It is very important to hit this boost pad in particular. If you don't hit it, just restart the level, because otherwise you'll waste way too much time getting to this cave. When you're in the cave, it's no problem because you're going downhill. This area, not much to say about it, it pretty much controls itself, but this on the other hand, you need to be looking toward the right side of the screen at all times, and when you see anything that looks like a bump, get ready to jump. You don't have a lot of time to react. And now we're finally out of that thing. If you've used the snowmobile properly, your boost should be leveled up to max, and you do want to use it wherever possible, but try to use it in places where there is plenty of land left. There are a lot of walls in this section, and if you use a boost right before you run into a wall, then you've essentially wasted your time. Might as well restart again. Now, this part always vexes me. You have to be going at a significant speed to slide under this without stopping, but I can never seem to determine what the precise speed is. It does waste a lot of time, but not enough that we can't make it back up. We do want to take the upper route there. While we could have fallen down the ice, that would have taken much longer. Now we're going to need to smash through more ice blocks, but we want to wait till we're over to the left so we hit this boost pad. If we smash down too early, we'll miss the boost pad. If you hit this ice, don't try to reorient yourself, just keep moving forward, don't bother adjusting. Trying to regain your bearings or move carefully is the worst thing you can do, just keep moving forward. Drifting around these turns should be easy, they're very wide turns. Ideally I would have jumped along before we got here, but we're not screwed yet as long as we hit this next boost pad. If we miss this next boost pad, we should restart, because the time we have to take getting back up here is significant. This tilting ice has electric enemies that we can't jump through. We want to avoid those, but we still want to boost across it, otherwise we will waste too much time. And here's a really, really long-ass hallway, which is ideal for spamming our boost. Just keep smashing that circle button. But we absolutely need to be ready to homing attack, because if you don't land on this rail, again, you might as well restart. Make sure you land on this rail. There is another rail upcoming, and while it's ideal to land on this one too, if you don't, you can still recover. Like this. And as long as we avoid hitting any of the falling ice, we're pretty much in the clear. Just boost all the way to the goal, and watch out for the single QuickTime event, which could really fuck you up. Don't get distracted by anything, just keep boosting until you reach the goal. And here's the QuickTime event, just smash X. Now you're in the clear.
Sweet! Here we go!
Now we need to collect 150 rings for the first challenge mission, and this is a piece of cake compared to what we first went through. If you S-ranked the main stage, then this should be no problem at all. You should be breezing through this. You can be pretty lazy with it. For reference as to how long that main stage took me, it took me 15 tries or so to get an S rank. I lost count eventually, but around 15 tries. But I did this on my first go. I feel like these challenges are mostly here if you really suck at getting an S rank, and you want an easier way to get 2 more medals, that's what these are for. But we're getting an S rank on all the day stages. There's no avoiding that. Oh, now it works. I mean, I guess you could go through all the day stages and avoid getting an S rank, but then you miss out on like half of the game design. Like, completing the day stages by itself is not challenging, but getting an S rank absolutely is.
No problem! Here we go!
I remember when I first played this game, I definitely skipped this stage because I thought it was just way too mean. Like, how am I supposed to make it through this without hitting any of the ice? And if you so much as touch the ice, it explodes. So I just thought it was too unfair. That is, until I grew up a little and I realized that you don't have to go fast at all. The time limit is very lenient, and you can avoid all of the boost pads and you never have to go fast. You know, just take a brisk jog through the level. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's really the only advice I can give you, is that if this mission seems hard, it's because you're moving too fast. Really, just go a bit slower and you'll be fine. Again, I assume these challenges are easy because getting an S rank is really hard. Like, it's definitely the most difficult part of the game, by far. So they wanted you to have a way to get more medals, so you could actually complete the game without getting all the S ranks. And I mean, that seems fair. It's fair not to want to frustrate people who don't want to get an S rank. But also that makes it so easy to ignore most of the day stage design. But even though it would create immense negative critical reception for this game, I would have greatly preferred it if they forced you to get an S rank on the stages. Like, don't even call it an S rank, just make me get the S rank or I fail. Don't create these amazing rhythm game levels and then not use them to their fullest potential. Don't do that.